No need to fear, barbecue's here. I'm here, I'm here. I apologize for being a few minutes late, but things have got to get done. JD Visitors here, early welcome to the show. Batman.
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman.
Good to have you guys aboard early tonight. Welcome in. Trying to do a few too many things at once this afternoon. Working on redoing a few things in the studio. Not a lot, but we are going to be moving one of the cameras. As you can see, barbecue drop is way back there now. And we're going to be moving one of the cameras way over here so we can get rid of some of the glare on that. Hopefully I have a better view for that. I think I've got all the logistics figured out. Hopefully tomorrow before the show I'll have that moved. Everything will be good. Yeah, this afternoon brought me a few more challenges. I am having very big struggles with my doctors in my hospital. Fighting with them. They do not want to cooperate, so I have decided to terminate all but one of my doctors and their care, and keeping minimal care with my doctor. Just what is absolutely required. Keep my medications and things with my insurance and whatever. So we're going to be taking the fight on ourselves. Yep. They do not want to play ball. They do not want to listen to me and my struggles. So I am not going to require their assistance any longer. We're going to do it ourselves. We're going to do it through proper nutrition and all the other things that we can control on our own. 10,000 boxes, how the heck are you? Welcome to the show. Glad to have you aboard tonight. Always a pleasure to see you. Welcome in. I had a big scare this afternoon. I went over to my mom's house to take her and my brother some food. Made some very nice shredded pork with all the sides. And found my brother unconscious in the yard. I'm like, oh no. He was out there working in the sun and the heat. Being as he's pushing 70, it wasn't the best idea for him. Got him up and around and smacked him upside the head because he was being a fool out there working in the heat. Got him rehydrated and everything's fine. But, yeah. So we're going to be taking on a little more yard work to help out over at their house. So he doesn't have to do it all himself. And my son's going to be jumping in to help out a little bit more too, which he has been helping some in the past year. He's going to take an active role in doing a little bit more. I'm going to be taking an active role in doing a little bit more. We're going to take care of business so he doesn't have to be out there doing it all on his own. Good stuff. Stubbornness runs in my family. Imagine that. Great to have you all here today. It's been a rough afternoon, but we're getting through it. Everything's going to be fine. Yeah. Hopefully you guys are all having a good day. We've had an interesting week. We're soldiering on and doing what we do best, and that is pulling up our bootstraps and getting the job done. I don't have a lot else to talk about really tonight. I say we've had our struggles, but we're making it through, doing our best, getting things done. A little tired. You guys will forgive me if I sit here and laugh a little bit. Please also forgive me. I do need to blow my nose. Just Canadian wildfire smoke is still getting me really bad. I did get a canopy set over at my mom's house, so when my brother does. Miss Robin, how are you? Good to see you here. Thank you for joining us tonight. As always, it's a pleasure to have you. Yeah, now I got a canopy set up over there, so my brother does go back out to work in the garden. He'll have a little bit of shade. It's one of those easy up ones, so he can move it around a little bit on his own, or I can go over and help him. So he'll have a little bit of shade, so I don't have to pick him up out of the yard again. God, he's stubborn. Please excuse my nose. I do apologize for that. Oh, a lizard! A lizard! I always like your emotes, JD. Ugh. Apologize. There. We did unleash our new deck league last Sunday. Kenny was so impressed by it, he's going to build it. Blackjack roof. Whew. Not sure what that means. I know what blackjack roof means. It means what I remember in the industry. I don't miss doing that. That's what we used to call tarring a flat roof. Blech. I remember one of my jobs I had 20-some years ago. I had a supervisor call me about 10 o'clock at night. And I says, yeah, what can I do for you? He says, hey, you got to come down here to this bay. And mind you, this is a 35. Oh, mobile homes. Okay, same thing. Does it? Yeah, I understand. I know what you're talking about. Yep. Not fun. He says, yeah, we're in a 35-story or 35-foot tall factory. And he says, hey, you like the Wendy's video? I'll talk about that in a minute, Batman. We'll talk about that a little bit. Roof's leaking. We got a freshly painted unit sitting right where the roof's leaking. Hence, we're having a thunderstorm outside. And there's a hole in the roof and it's leaking water onto their freshly painted unit. And he says, well, we got to stop the roof from leaking. I said, you know, I'm all open for suggestions on how you'd like me to do that, sir. Well, I don't know. Can't you do something? And Miss Robin, you will know firsthand seeing this. You got to go up there with that hot tar and that kind of stuff and that tar paper and put that stuff down to get new roof up there, basically, more or less, to seal it up. He says, well, that sounds great. Why don't you go out there and do that? I said, so, just so I'm clear, you want me to get the hot tar, which all the stores are closed right now, 10 o'clock at night, and the paper, and go out there during a thunderstorm with 6 inches of water on the roof. All those rocks that they put on the roof, right? Scrape all the rocks away, somehow divert all the water away from this hole, and put this hot tar down. Seems to me it might be a little more logical to move the unit out of the way of the water. Oh no, we can't do that. Oh, that's not logical at all. Much better to put my life in danger, being 35, 40 foot in the air during a thunderstorm in the pouring rain, trying to put hot tar down that I can't get a hold of till tomorrow morning. Genius. Yeah, makes sense, don't it? This is also the same supervisor that would page me, because 20 some odd years ago we didn't have cell phones, so they'd use our pagers. He would page me on my day off and wonder why I wasn't coming down to fix things for him. I said, sir, it's my day off. What's that got to do with anything? Well, not there. So did any of you catch my short about Wendy's? See, obviously Batman did. Did any of the rest of you catch that short video? If you haven't caught that video, I would recommend watching it. We'll have a brief discussion about what that's all about. And why I post videos like that, and I'm going to try to post more videos like that when I catch them. So I went into Wendy's Sunday morning, and on the door as you walk in, yes, Pikmin, exactly. Always watch your receipts for everything. And I'll talk about the Walmart aspect of it in a little bit. But yeah, they have a sign on the door that says $1 any size soft drink. And it says breakfast right on the side of it. And when I went and got my stuff, they charged me $2.29 for it. Now on the sign inside, on the menu, it says $2.29 for a small soft drink. Well, I said, well, that's kind of a contradiction because it says $1 on the door and $2.29 on the menu. Now I don't blame the person at the counter because they just push a button and whatever it's programmed into the computer, that's what they're going to charge you. They don't think about it, and they probably get paid a price where they don't care. But as a corporation, they should care. And us as a people, we should be stepping up to the plate and saying, hey, that's not right. You can't do that to us. You can't advertise it one way and do it another. Very, very important to check that. Now, as far as Walmart goes, and I find Walmart to be one of the biggest culprits for it. You see other people posting TikToks and other things, and I'm not on TikTok. I have a TikTok. I don't use it. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing on there. Not a clue. But they pop up on my YouTube feed every now and then when people share them. These prepackaged things of chicken, for example, it'll say 3.5 pounds of chicken. And you'll see people take it over to one of their scales, one of Walmart's scales, and weigh it. It'll only be like 2 3/4 pounds. Now, if you blindly take that to the register and scan it, it's going to charge you for 3.5 pounds of chicken. Because that's what it's scanned, the tag is scanned to do. And I've seen it happen on, again, I'm not on TikTok ever. But I've seen like 40 or 50 videos show up of people doing that. So it's happening everywhere. Me personally, I don't remember if I've ever told this story on YouTube here or not. Memory doesn't work very well. But just the other day, I went to the Walmart in my area. I don't go to the one uptown here because they crossed me at the... I think I told that story about the guy trying to get the receipt. We won't get into that one again. But I went to the one way down at the other end of town because I still get deals at Walmart and I buy my dog food there because for what I like to feed him, it's the best deal around. But I got 2 boxes of the dog food containers. They're almost $10, and that's all I had was those 2 containers. And the lady rang it up and said it was like $30 and something. And I said, well, now wait a minute here. Those things must have really went up in price. She says, yep, everything's expensive nowadays. So well, now how can that be? These things are just under $10 each. Yep. 10 and 10 don't make 30. Yep. Could you check the math again? Nope. Please look at the receipt. Nope. and I request the manager. Nope. Camera froze. Oh, crap. Hold on a second. Thank you for letting me know. Oh, I hope we don't go into this crap again. Yep, we're gonna. I disconnected a camera because I'm trying to relocate that one. I haven't had this problem for like a year. I hope this doesn't start happening again. Anyway, finally got her to look at the receipt, and she's like, well, duh, it rang up 3 times. And one of them rang up twice. I'm like, well, whose fault is that? I wouldn't pay her until she looked at the receipt. And if I'd had other items and not caught on to what was going on, I'd have got charged for 3 of them and only bought 2. And if you don't do it before they ring you up, you have to go to the customer service desk and stand in line to try to get your money back. You got overcharged. You can't do it right at the register. Once you've paid for your transaction, it's no longer your money. It's now their money. And you have to go to the register, the customer service desk, and you have to go fight for what's rightfully yours. It's not their problem anymore. Now it's your problem. So you have to be careful. And I'm not just picking on Walmart, it's just examples. Like everywhere is getting bad. These people that work in customer service think they don't get paid enough to care about what they're doing. They just push buttons and go through motions. JD, I'm going to leave you in charge of letting me know if that dang camera freezes again. I don't know what the hell's going on. Earlier, after I mucked with the cameras a little bit, I only had one camera that was working. Every button I pushed, same camera. Didn't matter which button I was on. So I had to reset the entire computer, and then all the cameras came back, and now they're freezing again. Ah! We're going to have a problem with that tonight, aren't we? Yeesh. Well, I don't have any more stories to tell tonight. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Yep. Hickman said it best. Check your receipts. Stay vigilant to yourself, because nobody else is going to watch out for you. We got to go see who we can find tonight that we are going to feature tonight. Talk about them a little bit. See who our favorite channels are going to be for this evening. Kind of looking through the pile here, we're going to shuffle them up and see who we find. There, the camera froze again. God dang it. Yeah, I thought we had all this resolved a year ago. Boy, was I wrong. It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Find some channels to share. Gotcha, thank you. See what we can do to get the show started. Yeah, that's going to really frustrate the hell out of me. We'll be all right, though. I don't know if there's some kind of a balance that I screwed up by having one camera unplugged. Maybe I should plug the other one back in, even though the wire's like dangling from the ceiling. You know, that. Well, let's get this show started. Let's go over here and see what we got. We'll find some people in our neighborhood. Wrong screen, dummy. Let's see who's cooking on YouTube tonight. Nope, it's not going to play nice. We're going to do it the hard way. It's all the way at the bottom of the list, too, of course. There's Wing Weaver. Alright, let's get rolling. You guys know Wing Weaver. He donated all those custom cards that we gave away not too long ago. He's been doing his own content, which is a great thing. We always encourage everybody to do their own content. And you say to yourself, yeah, but barbecue, I don't know how to do content. Neither did I. I had no idea what the heck I was doing. That don't matter. You just get on here and be yourself. You know what I mean? Get on here and have fun. Who cares if you're not the most articulate person or camera-friendly person? Who cares? Get on here, be yourself, and have fun. You know? There's always going to be critics, and somebody might say, oh, but I don't really like what you do. Who cares? Just have a good time. You can see Wing Weaver's having a good time, for example. See? Opening packs, making short videos, even doing stuff out at the sea. Opening stuff. Ogre Pond, there is two. Tyranitar tin opening right over there. What's inside the binder? TCG live video. See? Haldane Adventure over here 8 months ago opening that treasure box. More TCG live. Lots of good videos and only more to come, I can promise you that. Get Smusha! What's up, buddy? You guys can get an opportunity to get some more content over here at Wing Weaver's channel. The link is in the chat over there for you if you want to check it out. Definitely would appreciate it. He's a Gengar lover, so you know he's got class. Check it on out. Right over there at Wing Weaver's. Yeah, I don't think my brother was real happy with me. I says, you're going to have to lean on your little brother and get you in the house, because he was having a heat exhaustion episode. I think that kind of irritated him. I said, you ain't no spring chicken no more. You got to take better care of yourself, man. You can't be out here in this heat doing this crap. You got your stuff. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Hopefully it all arrived safely. Very nice. I like. Alright, let's go on over to local card shop. Now, quite a few videos, a little light on the subs, good number for subs, but hey, you know, can't win them all. Anyway, local card shop likes to do the TCG live. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. That's Pokemon, that works for us. Got lots of videos, likes to open the cards, see that there. Maybe hasn't made some videos in a while, but is also very supportive of a lot of other channels. So we definitely want to support local card shop. Definitely worth checking out. Get some ideas for some decks, maybe some strategy ideas if you like to play the game, as well as everybody's favorite, checking out the openings of the packs. You can definitely do that over here at Local Card Shop's channel. Very good stuff. Yeah. Alright. then there's Wolf Lady. Now, Wolf Lady is all over the community. Lots and lots and lots of helping and sharing, generosity in the chats everywhere. I'm sure you guys all know her. Y'all love her. She's here a lot too. You can see lots of different videos live streamed. I don't remember if this one, no, that one was a card party. She was at card party last year. She was at card party this year. I didn't get to go to card party this year because I suck. My health is failing. But that's all right. Yeah, there I actually shot this video for her as she opened mail from me last year. So that was kind of fun. Dozen mail videos, she's got short videos around, just lots and lots and lots of Pokemon content. There she's battling Unlisted Leaf, a card party battle, but lots of great content over at Wolf Ladies. She's got a big box coming from me very soon. I'm sure you'll see a video about that coming up. So if you check the chat, you'll see a link to her channel. You can get in on that as soon as it gets posted. Is it going to show up on this one? Hell no, of course not. Why would it show up? There we go. Marshall the Marsh Stomp. Now, if you've been on anybody's channel in this community lately, chances are you've probably seen some of Marshall's work. If you're here tonight and followed the thumbnail, you definitely saw Marshall's work. Marshall is a whiz at making thumbnails. He does a great job at that. He's also done work off of YouTube for several of my friends and family because he's good at it. Doing t-shirt art, poster art, flyers and door hangers for people that I know, as well as doing Pokemon stuff, doing talk show stuff. There, look at that. Showing off that barbecue bracelet. Look at that guy. Huh? You gotta love it. But he's very supportive of the entire community. We can't thank him enough for everything that he does. You guys could help us thank him by trying to get him over this 853 hump. Get him pushed to 1,000. Links in the chat right there for you. If you have not subscribed yet to Marshall the Marsh Stomp, we'd love to have you join him over there. Get him making some more videos. Help him to help us, to help keep the community flowing and growing, so everybody wins and everybody comes out on top. Great guy too. I got to meet him one day. He's a couple states away from me, but not too far where I couldn't travel. One day maybe. We'll see what happens. Yeah, that one's going to be a pain too. That's right, it's Pokedad Chef Mike. I always forget how he words it. I can never remember anything. But here's Chef Mike, which I've told you guys before. I love the fact that his name is Chef Mike. My son's name is Mike and he's a chef. He's not a Pokedad yet, but who knows. Someday I hope. One thing is, my son, his mother would have always loved would have been to be a grandma. Well, what's up, J Money? J Money in the house, everybody.
Every day I think about the money. Let's go. What am I gonna do with all this money?
I got to spend a little bit of time with J Money and part of his family this weekend. I was very grateful to have that opportunity. Seems like I don't get enough time to do that anymore. Anyway, here's Chef Mike doing the Pokemon stuff, and we love it. There's the youngster going along with it as well. That's what it's all about, is family affair. I love it. I think it's great. Also doing cooking stuff, making some food. You know, that's a man after my own stomach. And we like to support those that do the things that we love as well. So here's an opportunity to do that for you guys, to support one of our own. Let's see if we can get them to 500 subs. Huh, guys? Let's try to do our part. Links in the chat for Chef Mike. Let's join in the fun. And I have been on a few of his live streams in the past. He's got a good personality. Definitely digging it. Good vibes. We like people with good vibes. And we think we will too. How you doing, J Money? Doing all right? All right, here we go. Now this is one that we got to play encouraging with. Definitely got to play encouraging with. This is one we really need your help with, gang. Summer Evie, our friend Summer. Summer's only got 10 videos out. 141 subs. Not bad getting out of blocks. Some beautiful artwork on here with the Eevees. We definitely like that. And as you can imagine, she's an Eevee lover. We got to encourage her to make some more videos. She does pretty good on a lot of the ones she does, showing off her Eevee collection. We like that. Doing the advent calendar. We like doing those too. We got to get encouragement so she does some more. So we got to get her making some more videos. We encourage you to watch the ones that she has already because they're very good. We like those. We need to see some more out of Summer. Maybe if you guys help us out by bumping that subscriber count up a little bit, showing some love, dropping some likes, putting some comments in some of the videos, maybe that'll encourage her to get this video number up. Huh? Help her out a little bit. And that'll give us more to watch too. So it's good for everybody if we do that. Summer's great, and we want to encourage her to do more. Like the Eevee collection, let's keep going. Let's get some more stuff from Summer. Okay, now this one I can't remember between times that we feature her. Oh yeah, now I remember. I should write it down the other way. I should write it down this way so I can remember. It takes me a second or two to get this through my thick head. This one, yeah, right there. Alice in Poke Wonderland. If you know Pokeballer Alice, you've been around any of the big channels or any of the medium channels for that matter in this community, you're going to know Pokeballer Alice. She moderates on a ton of channels. She's always even watching out for some of the smaller channels that are trying to be up and coming. And always trying to get some of the bigger channels like to go over and raid smaller channels to help them out, to help them grow. She puts out a lot of videos, as you can see, over 700 videos. She's great. Some of the paintings she does, look at that. Look at that Lugia painting. Look over there. Some more stuff she's done. And she's also very big into helping other channels. And what better way to show love for those that help others than to show support for their channel? And you got a lot of stuff to watch. I mean, 747 videos, right? Lots of content over there for you guys to check out. And maybe you won't like everything over there, okay? I don't even like everything on my channel, okay? But I can guarantee you there's something over there that you like. And it's definitely worth getting over there and checking it out. Alice in Poke Wonderland, great people over there. Definitely going to find something you like. Give it a chance, give it some love. Get on over there to Alice in Poke Wonderland. See what you find. Give her some love. Give her some likes, give her some comments, and definitely subscribe while you're there. We would love you to join her. Then there's this goofball. Jeez. This goofball. This guy. Now this is somebody that I happen to know in person. been to my house. I haven't had the good fortune of being to his house yet. I hope to one day change that. It's Robert and Randa. These guys have been to my house, had food with me. We've done a little bit of traveling together, not very far, before I got too sick. But you'll see them appear in more than one of my videos. They've been to my shop. They were here for the meet and greet last summer. Good people. As you can imagine by looking at the videos, he likes things that go vroom. He also likes his rocks. Very much likes his rocks, geodes, things like that. Which is great, because I think that's something that's dying in this world. But that's cool stuff. Likes his food, which is cool as well. They love their animals. They have tons and tons of animals. You'll see lots of animal videos out in their stuff. But I want to show you something. This one still baffles me. Okay, I ain't figured this one out yet. But he finds a gem every once in a while, and I don't mean that figuratively, literally. Like his rock videos, I don't mean it that way. But every once in a while they find a gem in one of their videos. And you can see, yeah, 1,000, 2,000 views. Look at this one. See the dog down here climbing on Randa? Pretty funny, right? Looks pretty funny. Yeah, it's a little shaky, I know. The mount isn't 100% yet, J-Money. That's why I said that in everywhere through the video. I like the reptile videos. I've raised reptiles for decades. I love them. But look at this. 3.6 million views on this German Shepherd Mastiff. I am absolutely baffled by this. 3.6 million views on this dog climbing on Randa's lap. Not rightly sure why, but I am very happy for their success in that video. I don't know what they're getting paid for it, but that's amazing. Good for them. But anyway, you're going to find a nice variety of stuff over here. Whether if you like rocks, Robert, you got it. If you like snacks, Robert's got it. You like videos about cars and things, yeah, Robert's got those too. He's got videos about a whole bunch of other things too. You can find a good variety over at Rara's channel. Check it out. Alright, we got one more. Oh, we got two more. We got two more. Sorry, I can't count. Getting past one is very difficult. Let's go over to E-Man Collects. Great channel. Got to meet him last summer. There's good people over here. Definitely worth checking out. There we are. Yeah, Jonathan, I'll tell you this, that e-bike does not have a lot of suspension. It's a little rough ride. And that phone mount, I'm not happy with it. So we're working on it. I wanted to get out and ride it, but that was a big thing. Make a video. E-Man Collects, doing all the things that we like. Pokemons, as you can see, doing giveaways, doing good stuffs. Lots of good stuffs. Lots and lots and lots of good stuffs. You can see. I remember, I know there are over 3,000 subs. Over 400 videos. That's pretty good. Lots of great things going on over the E-Mans, and generous people too. Yeah. Yeah, believe me, it's... You ride that thing and you'll find out real quick how bumpy that thing is. In fact, if you look at that thing closely, the front tires are cambered way out on the bottom just to try to give it some suspension. I don't know who the genius is that designed it, but they did not do a good job with that part. It's supposed to be made for old people. Old people can't take that kind of abuse. Anyway, great opportunity to get over here, check out the channel, E-Man Collects. Great channel. Definitely respect for this channel. Lots of good things going on over here, especially if you like the Pokemon stuff. Fantastic times. Alright, one more channel. This one's important, so definitely check it out. We got to get this guy making some videos. You guys know him. You guys love him. He's only got one video, but we're going to share him because we want him making more videos. JD Visor, our friend just down in the next state, and he's playing Minecraft. Well, you can play Minecraft all you want. We're going to share your video, JD. There it is. There's JD playing Minecraft right there. Opportunity to share and subscribe. JD, we want you to double your video content. Make another one. Guys, all sub up to JD. We want you to make another video, JD. It's been 11 months. Come on, you can make another one. Hey, if it helps you any, Danielle wants me to start playing Minecraft, but she wants me to play Minecraft Guitar Hero or something like that. I don't know what the hell she's talking about. She said, Dad, we're going to do it on live streams. I'm like, are you kidding me? I can't even play regular Guitar Hero because my fingers have been broken so many times. I can't hit two of the buttons. I can hit them, but not like when I want to. My fingers don't respond that well, so I can't even do it. She's like, come on, Dad, it'll be fun. Here, I'll play and you do commentary. I said, I can talk. I can commentate. We'll see. So I might even be playing Minecraft soon. I don't know. We'll see. JD, make us more videos. You guys get on over there and sub to JD's channel. We'd love to have you over there. I know I am. We need you guys to go sub over there too. Alright? Do it! Oh, the camera's frozen again. Of course it is. There we go. Do it! Well, there's our channel sharing for the week, y'all. We hope you guys find some content out there on some of our friends' channels that you love and that you get on in there and enjoy what they do. There's a lot of channels out there that I enjoy. And if you have a channel and we don't feature you yet, please let us know in the chat and we'd be happy to add you to a list. So it's all about helping the community grow. That's what's most important. Sharing the love and enjoying things. You know what I did like an idiot? I'm sorry. I took my recycling bin outside to dump it because it was getting full. And I left it outside. I had nowhere to put my empties. I'm slipping, y'all. I'm slipping. Yeah, that's it. It'll be alright. I suppose I should probably go hand out some codes. What do you guys think? Oh, I'm tired. Not broccoli though, JD. No broccoli. I don't do broccoli. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, if I remember what I was told, this coming weekend, we have some kind of a tournament. I don't remember exactly what Danielle told me, though. So I might have to ask her tomorrow night. But I do know there's some kind of a tournament coming up. Because as you guys saw in the pack opening video that we did when Sarah was here, I believe that one came out on Monday. We also put together a deck for Sarah. So we have that coming up this weekend. And I'm really hoping that I'm hoping I can unleash that Unsparse and have some success with it. I love that deck. It's so much fun to play. I was thinking about trying to put a couple more rounds in on TCG Live with it before this weekend. See if I can actually get it to function. I have a lot more success with it in real life than I do on TCG Live. That random number generator is not my friend. Not my friend at all. We've got a couple of new ideas for the show. Thinking about revamping the channel, adding some different things entirely to the channel. And to be completely honest with you guys, because I like open and transparent things with you guys. I don't like to hide things. I don't like to talk a lot of fluff with you guys. There's even been a part of me, due to my health conditions, the deterioration I go through, of stopping the channel. It's getting more and more difficult for me to come up with more content. But I've poured my heart and soul into this channel, and even though we're losing subscribers on a daily basis, I hate to give it all up. I've stuck a lot of money into this channel, buying a huge computer and cameras and building the studio and doing all the things that we've done. It almost gets very difficult to continue going on and making more content. And I thought about just sitting down here and making TCG Live videos, but I know that's boring for a lot of the people that don't play the game. And I understand that. There's a lot of people that joined our channel over the last 6 years because they like the food videos. They don't like the Pokemon at all. And I understand that too, so we try to mix in the food videos whenever I can. There's a lot of people that like the storage unit videos, and they don't care about the food videos at all, or the Pokemon. I respect that as well. We started off by doing food videos once a week. Then we got involved in the reselling community on here. We've been reselling for 3 decades. But we got involved in the reselling community and said, that might be fun to add videos of that too. But that's even getting hard to do. Buying storage units is becoming almost impossible. They're way overpriced. When I do get them, the work that's put into them is becoming almost impossible for me to do as well. So I wanted to throw some ideas at you guys and see what you think about things that I could try to do to continue with some content down here that doesn't become too hard on me. And I wanted to ask your opinion, see what you think I should do. You guys want me to hang it up? Slow down and hydrate? Yeah, well, that's one way to do it. Sometimes that's not always an option, Miss Robin. I'll give you an example of what I mean on that. For example, if I go to do storage units, right, I have a very limited amount of time, especially when I have to travel out of town, because there's very few available here. You like the games? Well, I'm glad to hear that. That's becoming nearly impossible for me to do with the price skyrocketing in cards. But like, let's say like if I have to drive an hour plus to get to Rochester, Minnesota, I'm given a very limited amount of time to get in and get these storage units emptied out, cleaned up, and then to get back on the road. I can't do it over a 2-day time. Otherwise, I have 4 to 5 hours of travel time over a 2-day period. And then, how much time do I spend cleaning out the unit? When I cook outside, like if I'm barbecuing, I have to go with the temperature of the cooker, when the meat gets done, so on and so forth. So I can't really, take a time out and say, all right, time out, everybody stop. Don't quite work that way. But I do appreciate that. Outside work, yard work, stuff like that, yeah, I can. What used to take me an hour and a half to do my yard work, now it takes me 2 days or more. I was going to do the other half of my lawn today. Well, after things that went down at my mom's house, I didn't even get to do it. Still hasn't been done. I have to try to do it tomorrow. So I understand what you're saying, and I appreciate that advice. I really do. I buy cases of water and Gatorade at a time, and I always have a fridge full outside. But I need to have more content every day that we don't play games and we don't live stream. And I don't know what else to do. I thought about doing some different games that are a little lower in price to try to make them a little more cost effective for everybody, including me. And then making shipping a little bit different, where we kind of limit shipping down to, hey, you've got to have 10 cards before I'll ship. Things like that. Just to make it a little more cost effective for me, because quite honestly, shipping is kicking the crap out of me right now. Even the giveaways are $5 to $7 to ship nowadays. It isn't cheap anymore, gang. Everything's getting more expensive. And I do it for you guys. I lose money every week, and that's fine. It is what it is. Pack battles were really kicking my butt after I lost my connections where I was getting packs for really good prices, and I'd lose a little bit of money every week. With prices on packs now, I'd be losing $12 to $15 every time we play high rollers. And if somebody gets to the bonus round and hits a high-end card, I'd be losing a lot more. It is what it is. But can I show you guys something what I was thinking about trying to do? See if you'd have any interest in seeing this stuff. Let me see if I can show you one that might be I don't know how to say it. Okay, I'll just come out and tell you guys what I'm thinking about doing. But there's a way that I want to do it that's a little more my style. I am too. I'm actually looking forward to it. I wasn't going to say anything until I got here because I want it to be a surprise. And even though they now can see that it's in there, I still want it to be a surprise. I'm not going to... Here. How many of you guys have heard of First Amendment auditing? Have any of you heard of that before?
What is...
Like, obviously, I'm not going to show certain things like JD requested. But there's, you know, we're gonna take the label off and that kind of stuff. But, yeah, I'm very excited about that. Okay, so there's a couple different ways that First Amendment auditors work. Obviously, those of you that have remember your Constitution and things like that from school, the First Amendment consists of 5 pillars. There's the freedom of the press, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, the freedom of redressing your government, and the freedom of assembly. Okay. What First Amendment auditors do, and there's a lot of YouTube videos on it, if you look up First Amendment auditing on YouTube, you're going to find a whole host of characters that do it a lot of different ways. Many of them do it very peacefully. Many of them do that by literally chasing cops around. I'm a reporter and I'm following you cops, the First Amendment right to news, to freedom of press. And they get belligerent with cops and they're very bad. There's very few of those, but they do exist. My thought process on it is I like to talk about where we live, the history behind where we live, and things like that. Old buildings, I love history of old buildings, so on and so forth. In fact, if you watched my video on my e-bike, we went down by the train station. I talked a little bit about that without going in. Now, there's a hybrid version of that I like in a way. I'm going to show you a brief clip of a video of a channel called First Amendment Protection Agency. The guy's name is Johnny, and I think he's one of the better channels around because he's very peaceful about what he does. He always stays on public property, never crosses the line into private property, and only talks to people when he's talked to. Says I'm out here exercising my First Amendment right, freedom of the press, and when you disseminate your interactions with people and what you're doing on a platform like YouTube, that is considered press and you have every right to do it. And people freak out and they call the cops, and that's not his goal. His goal is to just stand there and do nothing. My goal personally, if I were to do something like this, would be to talk about my hometown or the town that I'm in, the buildings that I see, whatever. And then if people call the cops, people talk interactions, things like that. If you guys want to see more of where I would be geared towards, look up, you know, in fact, I'll show you this guy instead. I'll show you this guy. One of the first ones that I watched was Amagatsson Press. Him and his son travel all over the country to do this. He now has 600,000 subscribers. Hiya, Summer. How are you? But this is what he does, and I'll show you his videos quick.
That speak Spanish.
At least part of one.
Stand outside, make ourselves look suspicious, and hope somebody comes out and asks us what we're doing.
The owl.
Yeah.
The owl.
Are you from Missoula?
No,
Oh, are any of you from Missoula?
no.
Oh, well.
He makes travel
as long as it
videos
doesn't
about
put on
places
TV.
around the country.
Good, how you doing?
I just barked and I'm like, that's those guys.
You better
This one
feed that
doesn't
thing
have
once
a
in a
great
while.
deal of interactions that are negative,
See that? She lets you get like 90%.
but
of
he
the
just
thing,
talks to
right?
people. He travels around the country, him and his son
Yeah, have
and
a
his
few
wife,
glasses of wine, come back
and
out
they
and
shoot
talk to us.
videos about various towns.
Right on, man. Hey, this is why I don't give people second chances.
Some
Toodaloo,
people
off you
talk
go,
to
man.
him
Carry
well.
on.
And some people talk to him negatively.
Scared of business.
Some people let
How's it
him into
going,
their
guys?
businesses.
Amagatsson
Some
Press.
people don't.
And we are coming to you today
Some people
from
call the
Missoula,
police on him.
Montana, where
Some
if you
people
haven't
invite
blown
him
your
in.
paycheck pulling slots in a dispensary, you ain't from Missoula, Montana. Let's take a walk.
They literally travel all over the country, talking to people, filming and recording.
What's going on out here?
So that would be
I'm sorry, I
my
couldn't
goal
hear you.
to do
Oh, no,
this.
you're good. I was just wondering what's going on.
This one don't have a
Oh,
lot
just
of
throwing a
action
video.
in it, but
Okay,
if you want to
cool.
watch,
Missoula.
No, no, that's totally
put-
fine.
I'll
Of
put the,
course. I was just super curious.
I was just kind of hoping somebody
let
would
me
like
put
walk
the
in or
link
walk
in
out.
here
Or...
in case
Right,
you'd be
right.
So now
interested
you
in-
came out.
Yeah,
So
it was
seeing more
perfect.
about
No,
what
I
it's about.
genuinely was just like, I was like, I bet you it's like a Missoula or like city type video. Like,
Not for the city, but about the city. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Well, I'm glad you came out and
Well,
asked.
thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Curiosity killed the cat. I was like, I need to go out there and see.
Oh, that's cool. Is it a
That's all right.
family
Don't worry about
store
it,
or-
Jay Money. I'm still
no,
here. What?
It's actually,
What do you want?
well, I
Ono?
mean, how I got the job was really synchronous, but because it's just such a small community.
Right.
But Sarah actually.
I just don't know if I'd
she,
lose more subscribers.
She's been a massage practitioner for
Trying to
years.
venture into
And
this
so this is her first time
kind of
doing anything
content.
like this.
Oh, is it a new store?
Yeah, we just moved in here last year.
Oh, cool.
And for
Or
a while
not.
we were over by Free Cycles.
Okay.
Yeah, and so we do like massage and Reiki. And,
This one's rather boring, actually.
And you've been with her then?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. All right. So, you know,
There's
sit
his
all
son
down and
right
walk
there.
by out on pavement. That's all I heard. Sound like boom hour.
This guy actually
What
gets a
the
little bit
camera
irritated.
project is. You
What
don't
the-
have to put me on.
You don't have to touch my camera.
Okay. What do you guys?
What kind of shit is that?
But there's a lot of different interactions that happen, and he just films them all. But he's had police interactions. He's been arrested before for standing on a sidewalk recording. You like Pokemon? I'm not saying I'm going to get rid of Pokemon. Okay, that isn't my intention. My intention is to add content to the channel that isn't as physically straining on me, so I can keep content coming and still do some of the other things that we still like, but it doesn't beat the crap out of me. This I could theoretically do from my scooter. You know, I could strap a camera to the front of my scooter, have one on a tripod in my basket, whatever, and ride around town and talk about the various places in town from the sidewalks, and still be able to make content of some kind. Maybe get interesting things happening, talk about interesting buildings, maybe get interactions that are of interest, maybe not. I don't know. On the other hand, you might see me get beaten up. Don't film in public. Yeah, exactly. You're not allowed to film me in public. There's other people that will go to post offices. And this one always cracks me up. If you go into any post office in the United States, you'll find a poster on the wall right next to the one that says firearms are banned from being in there. And it's called Poster 7, put up by the Department of Homeland Security. And it says right on there, photos and video recording for news purposes is allowed in lobbies, foyers, hallways, blah, 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 blah. Posted by the post office, handed out by the Postmaster General, given down from the Department of Homeland Security. And it should be posted in every federal building across the country. And the postal employees have no idea what it is, and they tell these guys that go into post offices to do this, they're not allowed to record in there. The people that work there have no idea what it is, or that it even exists. And the reality of this, the reality, gang, kind of goes along with that Walmart and receipt thing we were talking about earlier. If you think about it. You know, I watch a lot of these First Amendment auditors, and the bad ones I've steered away from. The good ones, like Amagatsson Press, like First Amendment Protection Agency, I lean towards a lot more. Because they're very peaceful in what they do. I'm a pretty peaceful guy myself. A lot of these guys will say it during many of their videos. Our rights as American citizens are being eroded every day. You're very welcome. If we don't exercise those rights, they're going to continue to take them away from us. And if any of you live in California, which I don't, so I have to go by second and third hand information. But it's my understanding in California that they tried to take away your Second Amendment right. And they came very close to doing it. But the way I understand the way things are out there now is they might as well have taken it away from you. Because my understanding that if you want to exercise your Second Amendment right in California, you're allowed to own one. You're allowed to own it. Okay? Just can't legally keep it on your premises. What they want you to do is keep it off premises in somewhere like a safety deposit box at a bank or something like that. So in other words, if you want to defend yourself and defend your property, your family, your home, with your Second Amendment, yeah, exactly, Gates Musher. The way you're supposed to be able to do that is only during hours of 9 to 5 when the bank is open. So you have to wait for the criminal to show up at your house between 9 and 5. And then you have to say, wait, I'll be right back, give me 20 minutes, run down to the bank, get your Second Amendment, come back, say, okay, go ahead, you can come in now and try to rob me, and I can defend myself now. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. What a lot of these people that don't want you to exercise your Second Amendment right anymore, I'm not going to say it's one side or the other, I'm just saying those that think that this is too dangerous for us to have as Americans. They say, well, you don't need that kind of a Second Amendment to go hunting or to ward off bad guys in your home or whatever, target shoot, things like that. And you're right, you don't need a thing this large or a thing this large or a thing that holds this many things inside or whatever to target shoot or to put venison in your fridge or whatever. You're right, you don't. But what they do tend to forget that the Second Amendment doesn't talk to you about hunting. It doesn't talk to you about target shooting. It doesn't talk to you about only defending your home against a guy in a raccoon mask sneaking in trying to grab grandma's jewelry. It also talks to you about defending yourself against a tyrannical government. Now, if you've looked at the budget for our defense plans over the last 100 years, our government putting a lot of money in the defense plan. They got a lot of things that go bang. Sounds good, J-Money. We'll be here waiting for you, bud. So for us to have something that makes a little bit bigger bang is not out of the question. It is our Constitution, right? And if we don't continue to defend those constitutional rights and exercise those constitutional rights, like the freedom of press, like our freedom of speech, like our freedom to redress our government, to assemble, all those things, they're going to take them away from us. So when it comes to these First Amendment auditors and things like that, when they're done properly, I think they're great. I think these guys out defending our Constitution in the proper manner, done peacefully, done correctly, done violently, 100% behind them. Now we do too here. Correct me if I'm wrong though, Gates Musher. Do you not? Don't you only have open carry if you're going fishing? Am I wrong on that? You can have concealed or you can have open carry to go fishing. Is that not correct? Mine either. I might have something for you to watch. See if it might draw some interest to you. Yes, on your property, yes. I meant in public. Now you should be able to do whatever the hell you want on your own property.
Please be aware that the recording equipment in use is very
There, take a look at that.
This being private conversations, not
You get an opportunity, watch that channel. This guy gets this guy gets mistreated like you would not believe. All because he open carries to go fishing. Now, I will say this. Yes. Open carry to hunt or fish in public. Watch this guy's videos. That's literally what this guy does. The problem with the way this guy does it, and I know he does it to get the attention of people. Oh, you do watch it? Yeah. Because according to the Florida law, unless I'm misremembering it, which is possible because I don't remember much, as long as you're going fishing, you're going hunting, you're coming from fishing or hunting, you can open carry. The problem, the way he does it, is he'll park here and then walk 2 miles along the beach to go to the pier to fish. Open carry. Maybe that is a parking problem in these areas. Do you have to park that far away to go fishing? I'm not sure. Or he parks as far away as possible, so he's got to walk in front of 10,000 people to get to the fishing pier. I don't know. He's legally allowed to do it. Don't get me wrong, he's legally allowed. But it seems like he's kind of trying to bait the cops. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Could be wrong. But I do like his channel overall. Because he knows exactly what he's doing. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. He seems like he goes a long ways out of his way to prove his point. Whereas he could park 200 yards away and just walk out there. He carries an AR-15 where he could do the same thing with a 9mm. Is he legally allowed to do what he's doing? Absolutely. Should he have the right to do what he's doing and gets the red ass from the cops for doing it? Yep. Does he make a mountain out of a molehill by walking 3 miles down the beach carrying an AR-15? Kinda, yeah. Yeah.
Oh no!
He does too. But, at the same token, if you look at the other side of the coin of it, right? If he's not out there doing that stuff, How far down do they push it till they say, okay, here's what we'll allow you to do, but not this? Pistols are no. Now that's wrong. That's wrong. You should be able to open carry whatever the hell you want. Wow. See, that goes into a whole nother dilemma where people start saying, you know, when they talk about regulations and limitations and all these other things, where they're like, oh, you have to control the number of rounds in a magazine. You have to make automatic weapons illegal. Like, automatic weapons have been illegal for 70 years. Just because they're illegal doesn't mean people aren't going to make them. How many parents put meat on the grill? I give up. How many? Yeah, that's stupid. That's stupid, Gate Smusher. Ironically, here I can do either one. I get a lot more attention with the rifle. But I can do either one. Robin, I'm not exactly sure what you mean about that. How my parents meet on the grill. I don't know how they do it. By the way, these are still really good. And since I've all but given up on my diet, I might have a couple. I'll be oh. Now I understand. Yes, that's very true. You know, that there's so many people that do exactly that. Oh, excuse me. No, you're absolutely right. You know, and that's been done by humans for, what, 100,000 years? Well, maybe not with a shotgun, but yeah, you're right. Meat on the fire. It's a way of survival. And it's really, really good. I got a kick out of the one. I don't remember if it was a... I'm trying to remember if it was a tickety-tockety thing or if it was one of the Quinn Pratt things or whatever it was, but... No, it was a tickety-tockety. It was a Karen thing. Lady tried to get her neighbor arrested and then eventually tried to take them to court and lost. For barbecuing in their own yard. Because they were cooking meat and she was a vegan. And the smell and the smoke came over into her yard. That was against the law. And she was over there with a little fan trying to blow it back and saying it was making her sick. Oh yeah. I can't go out and hunt anymore. Although your deer down there are pretty small. I've never seen an elk down there either. Elk are out in Wyoming, places like that. But your deer are pretty scrawny by comparison. Come see the monsters up here. Mickey was telling me what a field-dressed deer that his boy shot, and I'm like, that's a fawn. You can't buy venison here, though. You can't buy that here. You can buy pigs, turkeys. You can't buy elk here either. You can get them at like the butcher shops that sometimes have them, but a lot of times the venison get donated to the food shelters. I can't hunt, so I got friends that'll bring some over. Nothing better than a good venison steak if you cook it right, though. Except maybe bison. I love bison. First time Christy and Tim came up here, I got to make bison for them. That was good food. We ain't traveled up here yet. What the heck, man? You saying my food's no good? Is that what you're telling me, Gates Musher? Huh? Thank you, JD. See, Gates Musher's telling me my food's no good. He won't travel for it. I gotta give you a hard time. Yeah, I suppose. I can't do that. I can barely cross my legs. Okay, Miss Robin, take care. Me too. I hunt cheeseburgers every morning in the drive-thru. I'm kidding. I like a good rabbit, though. I like to slow cook a rabbit. Pigs on a spit are nice. I like cooking them in the ground, Hawaiian style, but I don't really feel digging up my yard too much anymore. They were great in Hawaii, though. Wrapped in the frickin' banana and palm leaves. Oh, that was amazing. Real authentic luau, nothing better. People don't. A lot of people say they don't like wild boar. I didn't have a problem with that. I always find venison to be a little bit lean. You're just, you know, that's fine with me. I don't care. So if you give me a little bit of notice, grill will be lit. I'm not a hard guy to find. I don't know how much will be left of me by the time you get here, though. Doesn't mean I won't be trying. I can't wait for today's aftershocks to start hitting these quacks that I've been dealing with. That's going to be fun. But, we got more treatments that kiss my butt. You ain't touching nothing anymore. I've had it with you. 10 years you guys have been telling me, well, we just got to wait a little bit longer. We got to try something else. We're not sure what to do. You know, pizza, there you go. Now you're talking, JD. Sharks and pizza, my favorite. After all, pizza is one of the 4 food groups. Yeah, one of the idiots I talked to on the phone today down there says, well, you know, your last specialist that you saw, your GI specialist, said that part of the problem with your liver is they gave you all this advice. I said, okay, and what was that advice? Well, you need to stop drinking. I said, you do realize that I've had like 2 beers in the last 3 years, right? Total? Right? Well, I didn't know that. I said, yeah, they didn't either until I told them that. I said, I don't drink. Oh, well, they told you need to eat a healthier diet. I said 1,200 calories a day, no pasta, no red meat, only lean meat, only vegetables, only fruit. Well, you need to exercise more. I said, listen here, Sherlock. 8 herniated discs in my back, degenerative bone and disc disease, 2 hips that need to be replaced, but you can't because I can't be sedated, 2 knees that need to be replaced, but you can't because I can't be sedated, fibromyalgia, etc., 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 etc. How much exercise do you want me to do at that point? Run the Boston Marathon? I said, anything else you'd like to not have me do? Sheesh! I said, yeah, I went through this with all of her, and 3 days later I was in the emergency room and hospitalized because you didn't do anything. This is all your fault, Will. So if it's going to be all my fault, I'm going to leave it on my shoulders and not them to not do anything. It's going to be great. You look swell, you look great. Gonna have the whole world on a plate. I'm just impressed that I actually lost 9 more pounds. At this rate, I'll be down to my ideal fighting weight by 2030. You're going to Idaho? Nice. Idaho is only about 500 miles out of the way. Well, if you drew a line from where you are to where Idaho is, I'd be about 500 miles off the beaten path. Unless you're flying, then be about 500 miles and 30,000 feet up. No, I guess it'd be more than that. Be about 1,500 miles and 30,000 feet up. I've never been to Idaho. Always wanted to go that far out west, but okay, I'll be here. Put that in a spit when you're done with it too. Those are pretty good eating. Well, the only thing close to seafood that I can actually eat, alligator. Barcodes. I am going to see if I can put a couple of games down while we're here. I do need some practice for this weekend. I hope nobody minds. I need to rest my arm. Oh, good that the camera froze again. Yay. Wasn't even on that camera and it froze. Alright. Let's get off of that. Gotta play draw. Yeah, see, even Ben don't even come to my shows anymore. I think he's mad at me. He pulled out an old deck against me on Sunday. Played it. Did okay, but, you know, I beat him. You need to help me rebuild this deck. He didn't have any extra cards with him. So I dug through cards that I had with, and I said, well, you could try to build it with this, and add this. Oh, look, a mulligan. Imagine that. Oh, look, another mulligan. Imagine that. And we're up against Charizard Dragapult. Yay. My favorite. Well, anyway. He, he says, well, I don't have any of those cards. I said, okay. So I dug through what I had there, and I had some of this and some of that. Kind of gave him what I had. And I said, well, you're down to 5 cards that you need, Ben. There you go. I said, well, you have any of these at home? He says, oh, yeah. I have those at home. I said, great. You have to go home and look for them. I don't want to. Okay, then I guess you're not going to finish your deck. What do you want me to do about it? I didn't know what to do for him. I felt bad, but there isn't anything more I could do. And he texted me on Monday and said, I need another copy of this card. I said, I traded you what I have. He hasn't texted me since. I think he's mad at me. Not much more I can do about it. They threw away their cloak. Must be looking for a dreepy. This is not an easy matchup, gang. Not really sure what we're going to do. Oh, we got to draw into a brute bonnet. We got to draw into a tool. Down one tool. We're probably going to need to get a stadium card too. Problem is, we play that energy, can't attack unless we hit this guy. We need some stuff. Okay, we hit a stadium. And do some things. Get that guy. Still can't play our enriching energy. Wow, 3 Buddy Buddy Poffins, really? Oh, it's terrible. Well, we only got one choice. Gotta hit the tool. They have to hit the tool. That's all there is to it. Yeah, we didn't hit the tool. We didn't hit the rare candy. We didn't hit anything. How much you want to bet we're going to hit the tool now? No, we still didn't hit it. Damn it. Now we hit the rare candy. Nothing like being a little bit too late. And I bet you they're going to have everything to knock that conqueror out this turn. Yeah, Tudor cloaks. They had an opportunity to knock that shaman out and they didn't get it. They had to sacrifice something. Now they're going to go to town. Drew through all them cards. You still haven't seen a tool yet. We actually don't have any draw this turn either unless we hit an unsparse. We have an Ultra Ball. Let's try this one. No, of course not. We don't get what we need. Boy, that sucks. Well, this is exciting. Yeah, sure. Well, at least we can finally get the knockout. This is so dumb. Just hand him everything. Eventually we'll win. I should have used the town store, the artisan first. Should have used the artisan first. Oh well. Yeah, we're not going to win this game. They're going to counter catcher or conqueror and knock him out and the fan vote him. Because they're going to have energy, or they're going to have Neo Upper energy, one of the two. Really? That's surprising. I don't care. Yeah, I guess I do care. That's a terrible hand. Actually got worse. Well, unless they can't attack this turn, I think we're going to be in a lot of trouble. If we hit a Hilda, we'll be okay. Polaris's tenacity actually wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either. Even Ultra Ball could possibly save us, but a lot less likely because we're going to have to sacrifice that or that. We kind of need them both. Unless they're not gotten very much up there, I don't know. Reapy, what Charmander? The other sacking out. Wait, Rare Candy Charmander? Charizard? Monkey? 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 Wow, they sacked the Charmander. Wow. There is hope. There is hope. Let's get him down right away. Watch this. No to Dunsparce. Oh my god, we got one. No, I don't want that. I want that. Sheesh. All I need is a miracle. Oh. That ain't bad. All I need is a miracle. That's not too bad. That's a little bit better. Not great, but not bad. Probably live with that, huh? Let's get the Moki out there. Let's Great Ball and see if we can find our... That's a bunch of useless crap. I want to look in the hand, the deck. Let's go see if it's in here. I don't like where this is going. So we are going to go look for a girder, I think. Wow, we don't have any more energy in our deck. That's not cool. Kind of need the girder. I don't need to poison him, and I'm already poisoned, so it really doesn't matter. So I do 70, so... Good prize? Eh. The fact that I've gotten 2 prizes with the fan rotom is pretty amazing. Put up the Charmeleon. Don't be a fool. Actually, yeah, put up the cloak. He's got the balloon, I forgot. We got to draw into our Gravy Mountain. Definitely need our Gravy Mountain. Jock! Here comes Charizard. I must have prized the Draco. I do. I love this deck. Kenny liked it so much, he ran out and he took pictures of my list, and he's like, dude, I'm building this thing. I had to help him through his first match, and kind of did a little bit to help him in the second match, not very much. Third game, he just totally bombed. I'm like, he plays an Ultra Ball turn 1 and throws away 2 of the ancient tools. I'm like, are you kidding me? What are you doing, Kenny? What? I'm like, oh, I'm going to smack you. He's only been playing for 2 months, so he's got a lot to learn. He's like, dude, I'm gonna wreck you with my iron hands deck. I'm like, he threw Pikachu at me, thought he was gonna be cute. I'm like, yeah, poison goes through your 10 HP. It's like, son of a... I'm like, yep, I know. Yeah, it can bomb really bad too. They've got boss's orders or counter catcher in their hands, so my Conkeldurr is going down. There's no question about that. Is that Mew? No, Luminius. That'll be another Charizard next turn. Prime catcher, same thing. Oh, they don't like the Brute Bonnet. Okay, well, whatever. As long as they don't have a stadium, we'll be alright. So we only have 1 tool left in our deck. Yeah, we're good. We're alright. We can one-shot the Charizard if we can find another stadium. Well, we do have to find the Gravy Mountain. Fuck. Just to be on the safe side, we're going to go find the tool. So we got the Gravy Mountain, so we can one-shot the Charizard. No, we didn't. I got the wrong supporter. There's 7 cards left in my deck, and I can draw 3 of them. There's the Gravy Mountain. Now there's... No, never mind. There's 11 cards left in my deck, and I draw 3 of them. And we didn't hit it. Mother fudger. I needed to hit the Chorus's Tenacity. can still win, but it's not going to be easy. So they're going to get a Dragapult. I'm going to put 30 on my Fan Rotom. I'm assuming they're going to retreat. I'm going to knock this out and knock this out. Then we have to find what's his face. We also have to, oh yeah. Yep. Now we have to find the stadium to knock this thing out in one hit. Now, if they happen to get a boss's order and knock this thing out, the game's over. Because I don't have a third tool. It's in the prizes again. Of course they have it. They always have it. And it's always in the prizes. There's absolutely nothing we can do about that. That's frustrating. It's really frustrating. If we hit the stadium, we got him because chances are I got at least a 50-50 chance to draw the tool out of the prizes. So even if we do lose that guy, we got the other tool, we can do it again. Ain't no stadium in your life. Okay, let's see what we can do. Oh, goody. One deck I cannot one-shot the guy. Okay. Well, alright, here we go. Let's see what we can do with this crap. 2 Jet Energies. Fan Rotom? No. Go find Fan Rotom? Yep. When in doubt, done sparse it out. I really don't want to use my Perilous Jungle this turn because I think that poison damage might come in handy. But I have to be able to attack next turn or we're going to be in trouble. So we'll see what happens. Buddy two, buddy two, buddy two, buddy. Well, we'll knock out a Gibble this turn, that's for dang sure. Unless they put the power weight on. Come on, do what I do. Prize all 4 of them, just once. Nope, they didn't. Darn. Here comes 2 Roselias. They put it on the back guy. Interesting. 2 Roselias. No, they play in Spirit Tom. Okay, well, here we go. They're going to evolute her and get two of these guys, I think. Or maybe they'll get one of each. Okay. Nope, they did go with 2 of those. Okay. We're going to have our hands full, gang. Is it really going to suck? Alright, here we go. See what we can do. Well, that was terrible. That wasn't much better. Huh. That is Gravy Mountain. I don't know if that's going to be enough to help us. Kind of want Girder. And get him. Well, somehow I get the feeling we're going to be Ionoed next turn. I have to play a stadium down. That was a good prize. We're going to need that next turn. You know, I probably should be checking my prizes too. Wouldn't that be a genius plan? Seeing how many tools I have. Because we're going to... Well, I don't understand. Imagine that. I got Ionoed. Who would have thought that? How would they be stealing my codes? Would they be just scanning the letters or what? And to be quite truthful, I don't know if I'm going to like sort 5,000 codes. You know what I mean? I mean, if the bots are going to come and get them, I'm just going to stop giving them away. I'll just mail them. Whatever. Yeah, and they left me with absolute trash. Who would have thought that would happen? Guess I'll try doing that. I don't know. Not really a whole hell of a lot I can do here. There's really not a whole hell of a lot I can do. Soften them up, that's about it. That Iono absolutely devastated my hand. I'm not going to scan codes and, or like, you know, send pictures and all that. I give them away for free. If that's too much for people, I'll just stop giving them away. Or I'll just put them in people's mail. People buy games and win cards. I'll just start stuffing them in people's mail. Oh, look, another Iono. Imagine that. Wait, did they play Iono again? No, they just took Iono. Okay. I was like, did they actually Iono me to a worse hand? Well, let's see how determined we really are. We'll go to Buddy Buddy Pop, another card I don't need. All right, let's see what we can do here. I probably better do the poison thing first, huh? Why would you retract the message, man? I know it ain't nothing bad. It's just the way things are. I don't take it personally. People with bots do bad things. I'm still going to give all the codes away. I mean, that's, look at that. They got a boss's hors d'oeuvres. How about them apples? I just give them away in a different way. They seem to have all the answers, though, don't they? Hello, Miss Pam. How are you? They got all the answers for me, don't they? Yep, they sure do. Well, let's see if we can draw another Buddy Buddy Poffin. Whoa, we got a Conkeldurr. Look out. Let's see here. It's going to be another useless card, that's for dang sure. We'll threaten him with that. Am I doing high rollers? Yes. Tomorrow night. Everything's better with Brute Bonnet on it. Yeah, in fact, I got another group of brand new cards in the game for tomorrow night. I hate these stupid power weights. You're going to have a 4-1 advantage on me. Do you think you can win the game? If I draw anything next turn. I thought I will, but I'm going to try. Let's see, what do I have left in my deck? I have, let's see. What do I have left? I got 3 Hildas that I could use. I got another Great Ball. I got Ultra Balls. I got Dun Dun Sparse. I could use any one of those cards that would help me. Can I draw any of them? Hilda! Alright. Let's go, Hilda. Let's go, Hilda. All right, let's go to Dunsparce. Absolute crap. We can attack. Sure, we'll buddy Poffin. Why the hell not? No, it'll be the same tomorrow night. But I got some new ideas that we're brewing. I can't knock this thing out in one hit, unfortunately. I don't think they can knock me out in one hit either. But they're going to try to rotate amongst all three of them. And we don't have much to draw next turn. We're going to try. That's a lot of big dudes with that power weight on those things. They're big. I can't knock three of them out, not with only 3 prizes left. Really?
Yeah, really. I mean, really, dude.
I mean, really.
I mean, really. Ah.
And they're going to hide behind this stupid thing. And they got 2 prizes for that? Did I miss something? I must have missed something. Why did they get 2 prizes for that? Oh, whatever. Not like I had a chance this game anyway. We'll see. We're going to try. Touch a mountain. Climb a mountain. Feel a mountain blue. And we draw crap. Now we might be alright. No, I don't want Dunsparce. It ain't over yet, boys. Just in case. Can they one-shot me with another energy? Yes, they can. So the game's over. How they got a 260 attack off on, or a 2 prize attack on this thing? I don't understand, but whatever. Well, if they've got it, they've got it. We're going to go for broke anyway. I'm sure they have an energy. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 in play. They have to have an energy. Well, that Iono devastated me where I couldn't do anything for 4 turns. Theoretically, we can knock this thing out, but I'm sure they'll have the energy. If they don't, we got a chance. Now they have anything left, so they win. Yeah, I know. That's why I grabbed it. Whoa, they didn't play it. Oh, never mind. Duh. They'll do like 800 damage now. Yeah, whatever. I'm just trying to figure out how they got 2 prizes with the last one of them they used. The problem is Cynthia's Garchomp is the only guy that I can't knock out when they put the power weight on it. I can one-shot Charizard, I can one-shot Dragapult. I want to say there's one more that has 330 HP, but I'm drawing a blank on it right now. For some reason, I'm just totally spacing out here. But yeah, they outnoed me, and then I sat and played draw pass for 3 turns or 4 turns, or whatever it was. That killed me. It had nothing. And I told you, didn't I, Pikmin? They're gonna outno me, and I'm gonna sit here and do nothing. That's exactly what they did. This deck should not have that kind of issue. With as much draw power as it plays, I shouldn't have that problem. Oh, look, we're starting with the... Ah! I hate this game. I hate this game. Oh, good, we're playing Festival Lead. That's even worse. I should be able to overrun them, but maybe not. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to find out. Starting with this is going to suck. I don't know why it doesn't let you just click on it and put it on the bench. It's so dumb. Oh, were they? Oh. For some reason, I thought they were at 3. I have to go back and watch it. It seemed like they were at 3, and then all of a sudden they were at 1, and I'm like, what the French just happened? I must have been spacing out. Which is very likely. Camera hasn't froze for a minute. Woo! Oh, goody. They got everybody. Turn 1. I hate this deck. Absolutely. Coco. I'm in love with Coco. Oh, they're playing this deck the hard way. Alright, fine. See if I care. Alright, here we go. God, I don't want to play Hilda. How's it get that crap out of the deck? What's up, Jonesy? How you doing, man? Oh, I suppose I can play the enriching energy and try to draw up a different stadium. I really don't need the... I don't need Perilous Jungle in this matchup. I sure the hell don't need Rare Candies. Let's see if we can find a Perilous Jungle and get rid of that. No, of course not. Perilous Jungle? No. Town Store. Hang on to that, I guess. I don't want to give him Artisan. I have to. Oh, you know, doing the best I can with what I'm given every day. Been a rough day. But we're doing right. All I have to get draw is Ultra Ball. I can use colorless, I guess, too. It's kind of stupid. Build Conkle their next turn. They're using the fishy version, but where the hell this comes into play, I have no idea. Never seen this deck built with Coco. Oh goody, Crushing Hammer, my favorite. Which really hurts because we only play 4 energies in this deck. Of course, we usually hide one of them, but never mind all that. Okay. 10. Flip a coin. Okay, we're not going to play that stupid game. Alright. Alright, we're going to do it again. Here we go. Okay, 10. Flip a coin. Alright. You flip coins like I do. You don't call it flipping a coin, you can just call it tails. Then on sparse, yay! Alright, let's play Colress. I don't want them having festival leads, so I'm just going to get rid of it. I don't care about this stadium. They only have 2 cards, so we're just going to get rid of that. And then we're going to play this, so we can get more cards. So we like more cards. Holy sugar. All 4 rare candies. There we go. That's what we need. More cards. That was not the cards I was looking for. Alright. Well, what do I want to sack out here? I want another Dunsparce, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna put it in my deck or in my hand. Come on. Oh, put it over here. There. Just gonna put 1 in play. Get rid of this stupid fish. I do not think I like this version that they're playing. I don't understand it, and I don't like it. Oh, look at that. We prized the booster capsule. Oops. Yeah, I've never seen it played that way, and I don't think that's a very... playing Festival Lead, you got to play it with Thwacky and Diplin. Well, I don't know, maybe 1 more, and then we'll probably call it a night. What is that stupid looking thing? Oh wow, that's the IR of that? Crazy. I gotta get this deck to work for me. I don't know what else to change here, though. I might end up taking the bear out. I don't know what I'd put in for it. Although I am thinking that I might like putting in the Dunsparce EX. I love that card. So good against Raging Bolt. But not many people are playing that anymore. I actually like this opening hand. If I get this opening hand every game, I would be wrecking face. I gotta get out of this chair pretty soon anyway, gang. It's really killing me. What are we up against? Oh boy. Ethan's deck. Okay. Well, there we go. That's giggity. Are you serious? Come on. Fan rotom. Probably another timber, I guess. And then we're going to go fan call. I'll grab all these dudes. Put these dudes down. That's probably good enough. Can you battles? I don't know, Ben. Can you battles? Hi. I guess so. I was going to head out. I mean, we've only been on for 2.5 hours. But, that's fine. Trying to get practice in for the tournament this weekend. Let's see what they got. The Defiance Band, Typhlosion. Now they're going to throw it away. Okay. No, that's all right. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. You probably had stuff going on. And I said yes once. Did you want another answer? Or was yes once good enough? I'll do one battle with you. Then I got to get some rest. I've had a long day. Yeah, I can't remember what exactly it is or when it is. I'd have to ask Danielle again. She told me something about it on Sunday when we got home. Or no, it was when we were at dinner. Oh, I'm not paying attention. Let's do that. Yes? I gotta have that, and I gotta have that, I guess. Wasn't even paying attention. Hope for the best, right? Always hope for the best. Come on, Dunsparce. God dang it. Come on. Come on, stadium card. Urgh. Hold on a minute here. I like sacrificing a supporter because I only play 8. But stadium card? No, of course not. Stadium card? No, of course not. God dang it! Seriously? I went through that many cards. Half my deck, turn 2. I hit a single stadium card. Let me guess, they got an energy card and a rare and a balloon and every stuff. Oh, I got to research, close enough. Yeah, probably. I mean, I have a colorless tenacity, so I can at least get one. But I won't need it now, because I'll have to retreat so I can knock this thing out. That is like, oh, look at, there's a stadium! Yay! And now I don't need the colorless tenacity, because I need Hilda so I can draw. Dunsparce? No, of course not. Why would we get a Dunsparce? Damn it. Now I need everybody else. Alright, well, I shouldn't need Perilous Jungle. I kind of need Jet Energy too, so I can... the hell with it. I'll just do that. Alright, here we go. I don't need Gravy Mountain either. Enriching Energy. Let's... Well, I'm going to play that on a guide, dummy. Do that. Oh, that's terrible. Oh my gosh. Now I have 3 stadiums. Isn't that great? Oh, I gotta have Town Store. Now I don't need Town Store, and I have all 3 of my Brute Bonnets. I hate this game. I absolutely hate this game. Yeah, I don't need this. Might need Town Store again, though. So we're going to get rid of this. I'll hang on to everything else. Yeah. Oh, there's a hill, so that'll help us out a lot this turn. You took the words right out of my mouth. Alright, here we go. Here comes Ethan's adventure. They're going to get a Typhlosion, energy, probably another Kulava. Or they're going to take 3 energies and start loading up Typhlosion. Which I think is a mistake. I never played this game before, so I don't know. That's exactly what they did. Bad idea. Here comes another Ethan. I'm going to tell you guys right now, in my opinion, Typhlosion is the inferior Ethan deck. Cargo is the way to go. Yeah, they got a fully powered Typhlosion that does less damage than one if you put four of the Ethans in the discard pile. Oh, great, I just drew that too. Are you serious? Yippee und Skippy. Fine. Do I play the Hilda? I guess I am now. Whatever. Alright, just to be a butthole. I'm going to play the... I'm going to play the Enriching Energy. Finding Mochi, huh? Fine, see if I care. Why do I feel like they're going to play an Iono this turn again? I'm gonna get absolutely screwed. Why do I have that feeling? Good thing I didn't need those this game. This is one game where I wish I had that gusting card. I'd really like to take that hole. Because they're going to hide it. They're going to keep throwing Typhlosions at me. Put your Quilava. Yep. Go get another Ethan's Adventure. And make your Typhlosion. Put your energies on it. Why? Why? Okay, you got one. Nah. The only place this is going to come back to haunt me, gang, the only place this is going to haunt me is if they do Iono me. And I'm going to protect myself just in case they do. I mean, I've got a lot of cards to draw out of it in my hand. So if they Iono me, I should have plenty of draw back in my deck. But I don't trust anybody. I mean, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be playing Ethan's Adventure anyway. So, whatever, but... I just realized something. I just found a flaw in this deck. I just found a big flaw in this deck. Yep, I just found a big flaw. And I'm not sure how I'm going to get out of it. I actually can't win this match. I cannot win this match. Oh, yes, I can. No, I can't. Maybe I can. I can win it, but it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a lot harder than it should be. I'm going to put it that way. That helps. Anybody see why? Why am I going to struggle to win this match? Camera froze again. I just found a flaw in this deck, though. And I think I know what I'm going to change out for the Ursaluna. I'm going to lose my only hitter after this turn. The only one I have left. I only play 3 Conkeldurs. Do you think they're getting excited thinking they're going to win? If they own me, I'm probably going to lose. You guys think I'm going to win? Who thinks I'm going to win? They didn't like getting poisoned, did they? You're a smart betting man, Ben. They have no idea what's coming, do they? One of the reasons you should keep the bear around. Single prize matchups are actually harder for this deck than EXs. Let me grab a drink real quick. Gotta have a cleanup hitter. Yes. Sorry to keep you waiting so long. I know it's hard when I'm on your time. I guess that's why you play all of those cards, because you need every one of them. Interesting. What do you think of this start, Pickman? How are we going to do? Rise your enriching energy. That sucks. That really sucks. Well, I have to get her to draw another way. That's another way to do it. Nice. Oh my god, that's terrible! And you've been busy working on that deck. Good. Did you look for your noctowls yet? Yeah, get that card out of that deck. There's a reason I hoarded this card when it first came out. I love this card. Ben hates it. I can't get my enriching energy. That's prized. You're having a meltdown, are you, Ben? There, we got it. We'll spend less time emoting and more time practicing. You know, I'll be honest with you guys. A long time ago, I tried playing Chen Pao, and I'd watch other people play it, and they would just rattle off 180, 250, 260, whatever. Turn 2 attacks every game. And I'd try playing it, and I would struggle with it like Ben is now in this game. I never could figure out why. Like, why am I having such a hard time with this deck? And I go up against other Chen Pao decks, and they just rattle my cage every time. I never could make that deck work. I don't know why. I'd play the same lists. Didn't matter. Might be a crazy thought, Ben. I know you don't want to do it that way, because you're your own man. Maybe you should play one of my lists just to see what happens. I'm not afraid to admit that a lot of the lists that I play come from other people. And yeah, I'll change a few cards here and there to make my own lists out of them, whatever. But it doesn't hurt to take somebody else's idea and turn it into your own. Just food for thought. Like this list is almost all, pretty much is all Azul GG. But it's really, really good. Then you just gotta learn how to play it. Up to you. Alright guys, it's been 3 hours, my butt hurts. I need to get out of this chair. Thank you, JD. I got the message you sent me. Now I'm gonna get out of here, gang. I'm tired. Guys, it was 200 nice. You get a lot more views than I am, that's for sure. I think, well, let's go take a look. Let me go take a look. I know your videos are a lot shorter than mine. That may have something to do with it. Like I know TikTok videos, generally speaking, get a hell of a lot more videos than views than YouTube videos. I know my last short video didn't do too bad. Thank you. Yeah, my last video, my Spy Tan video, got 19 views. My last short video has almost, that's just over 850. Which is pretty cool, but yeah, it's alright. Maybe one day we'll just shut this channel down and rest for a while. We'll see. We're going to do that for tonight, though, for sure. We'll be back on tomorrow night with our regularly scheduled programming. Going to have a new camera mounted for barbecue drop, hopefully. I'll have that done tomorrow. Depending on how much yard work I do and how hot it is. How much that takes out of me. I don't want to pick my brother up off the ground again tomorrow, so I'll have to make sure I go over and take care of him. Thank you all for being here tonight. Appreciate you all so much for hanging out with us. Much appreciated. Much love to you. We will see you tomorrow night for High Rollers Barbecue Drop. Maybe talk about our new game we're thinking about putting into the games. See what happens. More smack talk, more lots of fun. Hottest games on YouTube will be on tomorrow night. I'll be here ready to rock and roll at 6 p.m. Central. Don't you dare miss out.